All right, guys, as you know, it is Diablo Immortal's second birthday. So there's a lot of things to go over. So I'm going to just jump right into it. One of the biggest things that I can see that are coming right now is they're adding runes to make your gear more powerful. The game itself says that your legendary items will get better the higher the rune is, and there's 20 new runes coming to Diablo Immortal. So they can drop by killing regular enemies. Says it's abundant in the Abyssal Verge and Hellish Castle of Aben. And so it'll be interesting to see how fast we get them. That are they going to drop like monster essences, or are they going to drop like the spirit essences for pets? And how much it costs to upgrade these? Like, does it just because the picture shows 20 out of 20 synthesize, max level looks like 10? Like, obviously, it's going to be a mixed lot. And how much does it fill in your inventory? How high does it stack? What does each one do? That's what's going to be really interesting to see. Here is the new Survive the Abyss Verge, new event that's coming. And then it looks like it's going to kick off sort of like the tower events or for running terror rifts. They pop on the map and you got to enter them, go to those zones, defeat the runs. There's some screenshot pictures here. And then when it's over, looks like it rewards you with some gear and then runes. Here's the new castle they're talking about, Castle Vibine. So it looks like you're more or less running Sengar for Warband, and they just renamed it. And it looks like you're just going to go in, defeat, gain runes, and successfully escape. And as far as I can tell, it doesn't look like there's a cap like there are with terror rifts where you can only do 10 a week. So the next big thing everybody's been looking forward to is the Storm Vault gem. Is it worth getting? Well, let's see what it does. So, dealing damage conjures a storm at the enemy's location that pursues the enemy for 6 seconds, continually damaging them for 50% base damage plus 203 every 5 seconds to all nearby enemies. Cannot occur more often than 20 seconds. The storm also unleashes lightning, and it's cut off there, but it says right here, the storm unleashes lightning, dealing 24% base damage per second to all nearby enemies and slowing them by 10%. So this is going to be another ridiculous, overpowered gem that's going to work for every class. Unlike Hilt of the Many Realms, that only worked for specific classes. I found out it worked for Monk, it worked great for Barb, it worked on Tempest, but it was all skill based. So this one specifically says dealing damage has the chance to cause it. Then there's going to be a 2-star gem. Taking damage activates Moss Thorn. While it's active, you attack trigger. So basically like another Validity Shard. It's nice to see another cool looking 2-star. What's this 1-star do? Reduce the total loss of control effects on you by 21. There we go. That's going to be a nice 1-star gem. I'm probably going to run that. So, reduce the duration of loss of control on you by 24% while suffering loss of control. The damage you take is reduced by 4%. I like that gem. I will gladly remove my Zwensons to put that on there. Like, that is a beautiful gem to see. 5-star storm event, so you're going to be able to do the same thing as usual. Make it to where you get, I want a 50% chance for this gem to drop. They're also said they were going to be giving away a gem. It'll just be a rank 2, but they are going to give you one. So if you want to just ox it into something, like a lot of people are oxing the Maul or the Starfire, this is something you could ox in. Let's see, new infernal difficulties. So now we're in the hell levels. We're going Inferno 1 is Paragon 300, Inferno 2 Paragon 400, Inferno 3 Paragon 500. So once again, we're doing the 3-tier upgrade again. Some Paragon updates. So let's see here. Activate. So this was the skill we weren't able to talk about in our release videos. A lot of people asked, hey, this was in the videos you posted, but this was not there. This is a legendary item that where you get to pick something from another Paragon tree to take that legendary 6 skill. So that's going to be something super cool to do. And this is what it looked like in our original footage where we got everything in, then you got that 6 slot. It looks like it's allowing you to choose 3 different legendary Paragon skills. And this is going to be really cool. Was looking forward to being able to test that because we didn't really get to test it in our beta test with the Tempest when we flew down there. We experimented with it, but then they said it wasn't coming out in the update, so we didn't really focus too much on it. Let's see, Stormbrew oddities, Phantom Gallery. So there's going to be another Phantom Market coming. That's going to be cool to see. Resonance changes. We're introducing a new resonance system that allows you to use up to, holy shit! Oh shit! New 2 sets of wings. It unlocks 8,000 resonance level and allows you to slot up to 16 legendary gems and provides the resonance greatly power reduced at 10,000 resonance. Each class will unlock a unique ultimate skill. So 10,000 you get and add a shade, 11,000 resonance you get resplendent wings sacred. Shit. That's gonna be some nuts. New wings can be unlocked at 9,000 residents and at 11,000 residents. Yep. So I have 9,200, so I could get that. But 11,000? Like the only person I know right now in our clan that could do that right now is Miss Amber Turd. Amber T Diablo on Twitch. She would definitely be able to do it, and I think it's going to be pretty cool to see her be able to do that. She spent the money, she might as well. Yes, they are finally doing it. I have asked for 2 years now. Everything can be bought with orbs or platinum. I told them that the Dawning Echo, they finally listened. Free-to-play players should be able to buy the Dawning Echo without having to buy orbs. And they finally listened. 10,000 platinum is not bad for an awakening skill. This needed to happen. For all the free-to-play players, I know plenty of them that do not want to spend a dime in this game, and they have gems that are level 9, level 10, and their gear's not awakened because they don't want to spend money in this game. Now they can with platinum. So you get that through your dailies, selling normal gems, selling whatever, crafting sellable gems. Now it's a way for them to do awakening. That is really nice to see. New Helicory bosses. Go figure if they're unlocking new hell levels. Defeating Ashmar will unlock Infernal Difficulty 1 for Paragons 400 to 500. Ice Leviathan. I always look forward to seeing all these new raid bosses. That's going to be so cool. Purge the Darkness. Fight back the Shadowy Depths. Betray the Steadfast. 13th through the 27th. You can earn 1,200 tokens. New legendary items. So Barbarian, another Hammer of the Ancients. Chest. Hammer of the Ancients now shatters frozen enemies and applies a chill. Cleave now cause twin Rymaxes to orb around you several seconds, damaging and causing chilled enemies to become frozen. Sprint is now Sleet Sprint, increasing movement speed and continue. Oh my god, this is going to be awesome. Shoulders, cleave damage is increased against chilled or frozen. We've had fire barbs, now we're going to have frozen barbs. Hell yeah. Blood Knight. Blood Wave causes enemies to bleed. Wave of Blood causes swirling pool, constantly dealing damage. Sanguine dash forward. And a Torrent of Blood, dealing damage in a path, causing them to bleed. Deal damage when hitting bleeding enemies. And Tentacles of Blood now fire piercing stake, causing them to bleed. So they're giving bleeds to Blood Knight. Crusader. Falling Sword grants a shield. Do not trigger more than 2 seconds. Every 2 seconds. Falling Sword hits a shocked enemy. Falling Sword is now channeled. Applying a shock. Shield dealing lightning damage. So Crusaders are going lightning with a chance to stun enemies no more than once every 4 seconds. Demon Hunters. Sentry. So they're going with some sentry stuff. Monk conjures a tornado. Sanctuary follows you. Primary attack speed. Fist of Thunder increase. Flying Dragon now grants stake. This grants you warning flare. Imprisoned Fist disables enemy dash for 3 seconds. Necromancer Corpse Lance no longer consumes. Instead, consuming nearby bleed effects to form lances. They had this as an offhand, though. That'll be interesting to see. Corpse Lance now consumes corpses, causing tentacles to reach out, causing nearby damage and to pull them in. That'll be a fun one. Be like D4. Constantly ripping players in. Scythe applies a bleed. Corpse Lance triggers an explosion. Corpse Lance increase hit. Okay, doubling down on the Corpse Lance. Tempest. Let's see what new stuff we get for Tempest. Windwalk now slices of wind around you. Move damaging and slowing enemies. Squall now causes you and your Zephyrs dash forward. If an enemy bleeding is struck. Blade Dance now causing enemy. See, and this is what we were talking about. The Tempest, even though they're overpowered right now, they did need to have some type of dot damage because they didn't. They were just straight up damage dealers. Now they're going to be able to deal. Wind Edge is going to be able to deal damage, cause enemies to bleed. So that's a nice offhand. Pants is a nice one, causing your enemies to bleed. So those two pieces will see a lot of bleed coming out. Ice Shards, chilled enemies. Teleport is reduced for a frozen enemy. Magic Missile becomes Frost Missile. Teleport can now Ice Step. So there's going to be Ice Wizards again. New set item. So here's the new Frozen set that we knew was coming out. Your damage is increased by 15% while attacking a chilled enemy. You have a 30% chance to freeze an already chilled enemy. Applying a chill cannot freeze the same enemy more often than every 10 seconds. 6-piece, dealing damage chilled Mountain's Breath for 12 seconds, causing your attacks to shatter chilled or frozen enemies. Chilled enemies take increased damage. Frozen enemies take massive damage when shattered. Not happen every more than 40 seconds. That's going to be a nice game changer. Got our nice Phantom Market skins. Nice, they're doing a back to Diablo feel, and it's going to look super cool with some wings. PvP kill effect, that's going to be interesting. Draw rates are the same. Tempest Storm into Survivor's Bane. That's going to be fun. I've always liked Survivor's Bane. It'll be nice that you'll be able to run Tempest through. Survivor's Bane's coming back. Alley of Blood. Trial of the Hordes is going to be active again. All clans on deck. Adventurer's Path, doing clan activities. Server merges, which is coming in 2 weeks, will induce another waves of servers. They did not say who they're merging, which is a little unfortunate because everybody wants to know what servers are merging and where. Last ones they did were not in the US, and they said they had no plans for doing it. But who knows? Maybe the population's changed so much that they're actually going to merge some West and East Coast servers. Because a lot of people have been moving all the time, at least month to month. Significantly increasing the drop rate for legendary items for Oblivion Pillar and Hellsary Bounties, which is great because 10 a week, you do your 10, then you may get maybe one piece of gear. Quality of life changes for Paragon Tree. To improve the overall quality of life, the colors have been tweaked for visibility. We've also made it easier to replace an active Paragon without having to deactivate it. Additionally, you will be able to more easily navigate between Paragon trees while playing on mobile. Double tapping a node will quickly activate and deactivate. To be more friendly system, we're recoupling ancestor blessings. Existing ancestral will return to your inventory. All gameplay reward ancestral will drop first items as replacement rewards. What? They're getting rid of ancestral gear. Battle stats compression. We are updating stat compression to better ensure participants in the mode are on a more level playing field. Players above certain health and damage stats will be affected by this compensation or compression while engaging in battlegrounds. As with our previous rounds of battleground stat compression tuning, we aim this compression at players who far exceed the overall damage and health stats among battleground participants, so we made this more fun and ability to shine. Class balances. So cleave now starts at 6%, stacking 3 times up to 18%. Demoralize removes interesting. So they're giving some buffs to all the classes. Let's see what they're doing. Where are they not doing anything to Barbarian, Blood Knight, Crusader, Demon Hunter, Monk, Necromancer, Wizard? So they're happy with where Tempest is apparently, even though a lot of people are hating all the Tempests out there. We'll have to see what happens with all the freezes. New Helicory's been added for expired December 13th for the new Gauntlet. Okay. We've noticed that many familiar attacks fail, so we optimize them better for combat. New achievements in tandem. There will be over 30 new achievements. Hero's Journey will reset. Only release chapters 1 through 4. 5 and 6 will come in a later update. And the bug fixes. Bug fixes issues. Players couldn't enter Fractured Plane as Blood Knight. Players weren't receiving first-time clear rewards for Helicory bosses. Tempest Origin Quest was not granting rewards, and fixed an issue with legendary essences not behaving as expected during Wild Brawl. That seems to be all of it. I hope you guys enjoyed this shorter version, condensed version. I'll leave this link in the description if you guys want to go over it, and I hope to see you in the 2-year anniversary that comes out tomorrow. You guys all have a good one. Remember, like and subscribe. Come join me on Twitch when I'm streaming anytime, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye, guys.